You know, I'm starting to wonder whether or not people think this channel's actually about tea. Brew, you know. Anyway, happy Homebrew Wednesday, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Relax, It's Homebrew Time. Today, I'm doing a not beer mail. So, I've got something through the post. It is beer related, honestly. Alright, here she is. So I thought I'd do a live unboxing. I haven't actually checked this out yet. Could be broken, and that would be a really bad video. But let's do it anyway. I'll drop the scalpel. So, you're probably guessing, wondering what it is. It is beer related. In fact, it's probably a crucial piece of equipment to me, kind of stepping into a whole new area of homebrew, which I haven't really been utilising before. It's not all grain just yet. However, this is really going to come into its own in all grain. So let's get this absolutely awful Royal Mail second class postage off. Here she is in a ordinary box. I've got the scalpel. I do hope they've packed it well, because it is quite fragile. Final clue, it's to do with yeast, believe it or not. And I got one of these based on the fact that one of the most treasured YouTube videos in regard to homebrewing is a video by Northern Brewer, we all know and love, and the godfathers of homebrew, which led me to purchase this particular item. Oh, it's well packaged. It is well packaged. Behold, ladies and gents, I went ahead and purchased, you probably can't even see what it is right now because of all this tape. Oh, come along, Deirdre. This is really well packed, surprisingly. Alright, take two. Goodness me, this is massive. Right, take two, everybody. I bought this, a conical flask for making yeast starters. I thought it was time to step up. You know, getting kind of tired of just buying dry yeast every time I want to make a brew. And I thought, you know, if I can propagate some yeast and culture some yeast cells, you know, just kind of have some yeast for subsequent batches and not have to go out and buy it again, this is definitely the place to start. Now, the Northern Brewer video, How to Make a Yeast Starter, was the inspiration for me getting hold of one of this. It's practically almost exactly the same as the one in the video. To give you a lowdown on what it's made from, it's not just glass. It's made from something called borosilicate, which I guess is a combination of glass and silicon, which obviously makes it incredibly heat resistant. But, you know, it's not advisable to put it on an electric range, but it will take boiling liquid if you pour it in. So, this is a solid piece of kit. It's 2,000 millilitres. Or 2 litres. So this can take a serious volume. I mean, this thing is massive. This is huge. So, many yeast starters to come then. I just thought I'd share that with everybody because, you know, they're dead cheap at the moment. It's about 18 quid, which I think is pretty good. It's from Amazon. I'll post the link to this particular product on Amazon if you want to buy it. My next, well, not my next video, but a video to come I'm going to do on making a yeast starter for the first time for me. It's not really going to be a how-to because I've never done it before, so I don't really think that I'm in the right mind to be able to do that. So yeah. Awesome. I just hope I don't break it. I think what I might do to conclude is just take some electrical tape and just put a couple of bands around the neck so something to grip. I mean, it's pretty grippy right now. Let's not beat around the bush. But it is still glass. and you know, if you've got slightly damp hands, this could probably slip right out. There's not much of a lip. In fact, before we conclude this video, let's take a couple of measurements, because you guys might be interested in that. Because of course, if you've got bungs at home and you've got a variety of sizes, you're going to want to know what fits this. So bear with me. Right, we've got a steel ruler. So let's take a couple of measurements. Firstly, I'll do the diameter of the opening. I'd like to think it would fit the majority of bungs. For propagating yeast in a 24 to 36 hour period, I'm probably just going to put some tin foil over the top of this. Northern Brewer recommend like a breathable foam stopper. You could put an airlock on it, but to be honest, it doesn't matter. Right, the actual opening is 52mm. Well, that's the lip. So in fact, the inner diameter of this, you know, just by eyeballing it, is probably about 50mm. If I can get the camera close enough, you might be able to see that there's a slight, a little notch into... Seriously. Shut up! They've put a little notch into the top, so you can obviously pour your contents out without it dribbling all down the side. So that's a nice little touch. You can barely see it, but there is one. 50mm on the opening. A total height of 270mm. And a bottom diameter of 160mm. Funnily enough, just taking a look at this, it takes 2 whole litres, but that's actually up to this mark here. So there's a potential for about this much more volume. If you're familiar with propagation of yeast, obviously you knock up a little batch of DME and boil it and add this. So what that probably allows for is, you know, there's a reasonable amount there for boil off, so we can actually be left with a complete liquid DME total of 2 litres ready to pitch some yeast into. So that's not bad at all. I actually thought it was going to finish 2 litres to the brim, but it's here. So it's actually probably closer to 2.5 litres. I mean, you know, that's a lot. That's a lot of volume. So I'm going to end it there. I'm not going to drag this on any longer. But that's a borosilicate flask for you. Conical flask. As I said, I'm going to pop the link to the Amazon website and the eBay website into the description box, and I think I might as well add the video to Northern Brewers how to make a yeast starter video, because that's very, very relevant if you plan to propagate some yeast and replicate some cells in a vessel such as this. Although it doesn't have to be in a vessel like this, to be completely honest. Thanks for watching, everybody, from Relax It's Homebrew Time. So happy Homebrew Wednesday. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon.